Hi guys, this is day 6 of using the Moonstruck Addiction palette by Younique number 5. Now, I thought today what I was going to do is I'm going to try a shade that I've said before is universally good for any eye colour, and that is purple. Now, obviously, there's only one purple in here, which is here. But I figured last night, I was thinking about what to do next, that if I mix it with the silver, it's going to come out a beautiful lilac. So I'm going to give it a try. And then I might use the purple on its own to line my eyes and maybe a little bit in the crease. So I'm going to use Brilliant and Fearless. Now, before I came online, I put my foundation on, and I haven't been sleeping very well recently. And I had a very restless night last night with pain and not being able to sleep very well. So I have put some colour corrector on my eyes. It's really good stuff. And it just takes away all my dark circles. And I also put it on my lid. As it's very creamy consistency, it is no need for primer. As long as you've got something with a cream consistency, it is going to act as a primer on your eyelids. So let's get going and let's see. This may work, it may not. But what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to put this Brilliant shade, which I was very heavy-handed with, and I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with, the silver Brilliant shade at the end here. I'm going to put this on first. And I'm going to put it on my lids. And if you hear Jack shouting in the background, he's playing an online game, and he seems to think that the computer can hear him when he gets upset. Anyway, so don't you swear on this video. Good boy. Right, see what I have to put up with. So I'm just going to blend this up to the crease and a little bit further up. Because if I don't, I'm being, as I say, I don't want it to be really, really over the top, because I'm going to cover it in a minute with some purple. And then hopefully, I'm just hoping that this will send it a beautiful lilac colour. This may not work. This is the first time I've tried it, but this is the beauty of experimenting with eye palettes, is you can come up with all sorts of different shades. And one thing I'd say to you is, you know, when you've got a day to yourself, if you can be bothered and you don't want to sort of lie down, which I have to say I did this morning, wanted to just lie down. But if you have a day to yourself, experiment, because go out of your comfort zone. Because you often stumble on things that you think, that suits me. One of the things that I did recently was start wearing grey eyeshadow, because I didn't realise it suited me. Okay, darling, I'm just going to finish this video and I'll get you one, okay? Jack. Right, okay. So next I'm going to go for Fearless. And you will see that the Fearless is the purple one. So I'm aiming to turn this silver into lilac. So let's see if this works. I think it's going to work. So I'm just dusting the purple over the silver to turn it lilac shade. And again, I'm trying to dust it very lightly because I don't want big blobs of purple suddenly in the middle of it. And it is actually coming out a beautiful shade of lilac, which is what I wanted. Perfect. Because otherwise this purple is too dark really to just put on your lid. I mean, you could do it for a nighttime look like I did the other day with the one colour on the lid. But otherwise I think it's a little bit too dark. But this is, and you can keep sort of mixing it till you get it to the right lilac that you want. I mean, I could actually dust a little bit more silver over this, but
I'm never patient.
all right, you can get it yourself then, can't you? You're well able to do that.
I hate you for saying that.
Right, so there is my lilac colour. And look at Jack. He is terrible. Don't, Jack. I can assure you he has got the lid in the bottle. He just likes playing up to the camera. So there you have it. There is your lilac. Now, obviously, again, it doesn't look very balanced out at the moment. Can you turn the telly down, please?
You don't look balanced out.
Thank you, darling. I don't look balanced out. That's very kind of you. So I'm now going to go in with a smaller brush like this, which is a bit stiffer, and just put some of the purple on its own into the corner here, just into this corner, and just a little bit like an L shape into the corner, just to define one purple from the other. And I'm going to clean this up in a minute. You can do that with a baby wipe so that you've got a line like that. That's what you're aiming for as well with eyeshadow, to not go outside that line. And you can clean that up by just wiping it off with some eye makeup remover, and then you can clean that off. But it just looks a lot tidier if you do that at the end. And again, you don't have to, some people put tape, medical tape on the side so that they don't go over the line, but I think, well, why do that when you can just clean it off? So I'm going to blend this. I really want to blend this in a minute, but I think I've achieved a really nice lilac. I'm just going to quickly dust over again with a little bit of silver over the lids so that it does show up as lilac. And I know it's not blended in at all at the moment, but do not worry. Whenever you get to that point, do not panic, because that is when you use your blending skills. I'm just going to get a clean, fluffy brush to blend this in, and that's when you basically soften up everything that you're doing. It's the main part of getting your eyeshadow correct. Now, can you see the difference now between that eye and that eye? And I'm now going to blend this in, and it will look fine. So never worry about being heavy-handed, because you can always blend it out, and I always do at the end. And you can just keep blending until you get the right effect. Okay, so there you have it. As I say, I'm still going to clean up those corners, but I'll do that off screen because I haven't got my wipes with me. And now with a very stiff brush, because I haven't got an eyeliner brush, I still need to get myself an eyeliner brush. I'm going to pick up a bit of the purple shade, and I'm going to stipple it onto here to line the eye. And I can always put black over this, but it just brings it all together. If you use a darker colour to line your eye, even if you do then go over it with black, you can still sort of see it. It still has an effect. And I'm going to line the eye underneath to balance it out. Again, with these bold colours, you need to balance it out underneath. And because I always love doing this with purple, I'm going to show you what happens when I do this. This is I love doing this. I have now got a blue, sort of electric blue eyeliner. This isn't Younique, but Younique do one exactly the same shade, because I was looking at Catherine's site today. And I'm just going to go onto my waterline, and you will see it just brings out everything you've done. It just looks lovely. Well, I think it does anyway. Do you see how it kind of makes it look really vibrant and alive? and especially if you've got brown eyes, because it contrasts with them. If you've got blue eyes, you might want to do it with a sort of turquoisey kind of shade, because that will really contrast with your eyes. So that's that. And in actual fact, I could even use this. Let's be bold. Let me use this on my upper eye. Go over that purple. Now, the other way you could do this is to do the eyeliner first and then go over it with the powder, because that would just soften the line. But I just decided I was going to do it, so I'm just playing it by ear, folks. But actually this does work, and it works better than black. So I'm going to do that. And because the last couple of days, what's annoyed me, what's frustrated me, is that I haven't really finished it off by putting my mascara on. I'm going to quickly put some mascara on to show you the finished effect. 1 second. Let me get some mascara. I will grab this one, the nearest one to hand, and I'm going to put this mascara on, and this one is black, just to bring it all together. I got a little bit of hair hanging from my eyelash, head hair hanging from my eyelash. And this one, try and get as near to the root when you're doing your mascara. The nearer to the root you get, the better effect you have. And then a little dusting underneath, just to get the individual hairs. You don't want to go too heavy underneath the eyes with your eyelashes, just enough to make them visible, really. And there you have it. This is not the best light, but I will post some photos later on. It just makes your eyes pop out. And that is day 6 of my Moonstruck palette. I will post a photo in a while when I've put my lippy and my blusher on. Take care. See you tomorrow for the grand finale. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do for that. Bye bye.